How do there, guys? Welcome back to Edgar TV. Something a little bit different for the channel. Normally we're talking darts all the time, but while we're talking darts, a lot of the time people want to sit and chat a bit of wrestling. So I thought, why don't we just have a little bit of wrestling chat on its own, due to the fact tonight is the Royal Rumble, which is quite possibly the best event on the whole calendar. I love the Royal Rumble. It's full of surprises, full of, well, all sorts, isn't it? Surprise returns, big moments. It sets you up for the road to WrestleMania. There's all sorts going on this evening. It's going to be a big night. And I thought, what better thing than to pop on, have a little chat with the Edgar Nation, see what people think, see what people would like to happen tonight, and then we'll have a little chat about it again afterwards and see if how our predictions came on. Look at some of the rumours and things that are floating around. I think some of them we can debunk. I don't think some of the rumours are very true. I think there's a lot of hope or speculation to some of the rumours, which we can certainly sort of bin off. But we'll have a little look through them. We just want to say how do to Mark, to CB, to Kevin, to Lisa. Hi, it's me from Jodie's Stream. How do from Jodie's Stream? To Christian, to Chris, Dale, Matthew, Martin. How do, guys? Matthew, how do? Stephen, how do? I like that idea, Stephen. We'll get to that one very shortly. It is on my list of things, actually, of things I'd like to see and things that we can discuss as we go through the evening. William, how do? The Royal Rumble tonight, I believe, is it 1 a.m.? 1 a.m. Yeah. I agree with you, J-Pat. I think that's potentially one of those strange... Well, I think it's one of those rumours that people would like to see, but not potentially something that's going to happen. So, yeah. I agree with you there. That's CM Punk we're talking about there, guys, by the way. So, I've got a couple of things I want to discuss with you guys tonight. A couple of questions, a couple of things. I think the best place to start is, before we look forwards, maybe we should look backwards. And just in the chat box, put down here what you think. What comes to your mind when you think of the Royal Rumble? Now, for me, one of the things that really springs to mind is Triple H Cactus Jack. That is one match that just instantly pings in my mind. Triple H Cactus Jack when I think of the Royal Rumble. It's one of those images. I also get that image of the British Bulldog as well. You know, the British Bulldog, Lex Luger here. That sort of comes to mind. What comes to your mind when you think of the Royal Rumble? Cast our minds backwards. Think about the past. Some people might say Ric Flair. Especially if you're in the older generation. Some people might say the Bushwhackers. Maven. I love that, Mark. Maven. When he obviously eliminated The Undertaker. John Cena's Royal Rumble return. Amazing moment. Edge's Royal Rumble return last year, I think, is possibly the best Royal Rumble moment in Royal Rumble history. So, loads of things. Austin, yeah. Mick Foley entering 3 times. 3 times coming in. Cactus Jack, Dude Love and Mick Foley all entering the Royal Rumble. Big moments. Royal Rumble 1992 for Kevin. I get it. What a rumble that was. It was actually, when I was thinking of a thumbnail for this, and I was thinking of some things to put on, the Royal Rumble 1992 Foley? That just sort of... the graphics was things that we had a look at there. Oh, Jack's become an Edgar fan. He's joined the members over here. Thank you, Jack. Welcome to the members club here on Edgar TV. China, yeah, good one, nice. Jericho, I agree 100%. Best wrestler of all time for me personally. Chris Jericho, obviously it's a shame he won't be. I think Dean Ambrose being a rumour for this was another one of those silly ones, which I don't ever see happening. Don't see that happening. But we'll work through my list of things. So that was going back just to sort of gauge what we think, because there's those images that come to your head, isn't they? Like when you think of the European Championship, you think of D'Lo Brown. There's these sort of images that you get. So that was what was going for there. I'm just going to look at my list. Oh, here we go. We have confirmed and this isn't a rumour, this is what was confirmed, it's posted all over the wrestling pages, Edge and Randy Orton are going in at number 1 and number 2. Now, for me, that tells me that those two guys are going to go a long distance. Edge and Orton are going to have a big run in this event, possibly even both making the final 4, with one chucking the other one out. Maybe Edge eliminating Orton, then Orton coming in and ruining it for Edge, potentially setting up a WrestleMania. Do you guys see that? A big run for both. Obviously, Edge, I'd love to see Edge win it, but I think this is a way to get Randy Orton onto the path of Edge and moving him over that way rather than... What do you think? They're going in at 1 and 2. Good bit of a face-off, good bit of a thing, setting up that WrestleMania rematch. Edge could win it, him or Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's the rumoured favourite to win it, J-Pat. I'd love to see Edge win it. A big Edge fan. Moment of the year last year in all of sport is Edge returning at the Rumble. 100% agree. Yeah, you see that happening. Orton Fiend. Now, I think they're probably... I do think that they could get Orton away from the Fiend by using the Royal Rumble. Because at the moment, you're right. It's all set for Orton and the Fiend. But I think potentially there's other things you could do there. Maybe even with the Fiend and Alexa Bliss in some sort of mixed match. Or there's a lot more that could be done with the Fiend. And I don't think he needs to keep rehashing matches with Randy Orton. I think they've done a lot of stuff recently. And I think this could be a way to move him away from that. Could be a good way to get him away from the Fiend and get him on with Edge. Or even to a point where Edge could then come and get involved in a final little bit of something with the Fiend and Orton, and then that's when we could switch momentum. So I do think this is a good opportunity to move him across. Lots of big Repo Man fans, actually. The Repo Man. Put a couple of Hasbros in the background for you guys. Repo Man fans, okay? Ah, look, Repo Man. I reckon there's only 2 people in the world that's got that figure. One is me, and the other is the Repo Man. I think we're the only 2 people that have got that. That would be... I just chucked a couple of Hasbros in the back there. A couple of Hasbros. Have a little look. Jodie weren't too happy. It meant I got some things out. But got some galoobs in there as well. Some galoobs. See a couple of people putting some suggestions in. Christian. The Big Show. Bad News Barrett. I would love that. I would love Bad News Barrett to come out tonight. Big fan of Wade Barrett. But returns. It's on my list of things to discuss. Who do you see making a surprise return tonight to the Royal Rumble? That's what the Royal Rumble's about, isn't it? The surprise returns, the shock returns. MVP last year. Surprise, and then he actually turned out to be one of the best wrestlers of the year. We had, obviously, the Edge return. There were some good returns last year. I think the previous years it's been a bit underwhelming. I like that. Samoa Joe, yep. RVD, yep. I can see legs in both of those. Samoa Joe's apparently cleared now as well, isn't he? So it'll be a good transition to get him from behind the commentary desk into the ring. I think Carlito might have burnt his bridges. No show in the Raw recently and different things like that. I think could have potentially burnt that bridge. Lesnar, like it. Jeff Jarrett. I love Jeff Jarrett, but I think he's already done that, hasn't he? He did it about 2-3 years ago now. And I think that's potentially his. Boogeyman, yeah, Vince loves the Boogeyman. Abyss would be nice for the hardcore sort of fans, Patrick. Those of us who watch things like TNA and things. But the downside of Abyss is the casual WWE audience won't know who he is. So I think that could be why. Because they was nervous about putting AJ Styles out, wasn't they? In the Royal Rumble the year he debuted. So I wouldn't be surprised to see no Abyss. Ronda Rousey, yeah, I've actually got her on my list. John Cena is another one I've got as a possible question mark. Ronda Rousey, I think potentially because we're looking at, building up to WrestleMania. She brings a bit of star power. So maybe there with Ronda Rousey. John Cena for sure. I think he said that he's contracted for 3 years of WrestleManias. When that starts building up, we don't know. In terms of when we look at it and we go, there's no movies and those sort of things are not in production at the moment, so he's going to have more time on his hands. We could definitely get a program going with John Cena leading into WrestleMania, starting tonight at the Rumble. Hacksaw Jim Duggan return. When are you doing Among Us live? Everyone loves Among Us, don't they? Among Us will be on the second channel, which is Edgar's Playground. So that's where we'll be putting the Among Us stuff mostly. Kurt Angle. Yeah, I think that's already been done a bit too much recently though, so possibly not on the Kurt Angle. Jason Jordan. Booker T, actually, isn't he got a song out at the moment? And they're showing it tonight, which kind of sets you up for that. And Booker T has been photoed and putting pictures up on social media of himself getting in really good shape, teasing a potential run in the WWE. Potentially could come in the Rumble tonight, set up a little feud, get themselves ready to sort of build into WrestleMania. So I could see Booker T, yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Now, here's the next question that I've got, guys. So we've gone through returns, we've gone through history, we've gone through the opening two. Who's your winners? The rumoured winners are Daniel Bryan and Bianca Belair. I'm not sure. I'm not sure Daniel Bryan wins it. Daniel Bryan's now on his retirement. He's on his downwards. He said himself in interviews that he's coming down now. He's on his last contract, and this is him working towards the end of his wrestling career. Who do we see? I think if CM Punk's in it, he's definitely in the last four. I'd love to see Edge win. Brock, I think that's got legs if he does enter the Royal Rumble. Definitely with that. I agree with Chris Bellard there. I think Alexa Bliss is a strong runner, as does Martin as well. I think she's a strong runner for the Women's Royal Rumble, especially with the stuff she's doing at the moment. Wouldn't shock me if she's sort of going for the belt at Mania. I think that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Big E was rumoured for the Royal Rumble for some time, but recently took the IC belt, so it's not going to be him now. Strowman return, yeah, good one. I don't think Keith Lee takes it. I think putting Keith Lee at a title match at Mania, although it'd have that surprise factor, but I don't think I think that's too much of a jump. You know, they're talking about going back to NXT not that long ago. I think it'd be a huge jump to chuck him in the winner's space of the Royal Rumble. You tend to find that you don't get a surprise winner. You know, there's an opportunity there to strap the rocket to someone and send them, but I can't remember the last time we had a surprise winner of the Royal Rumble. Who would you say was the last surprise winner? Mysterio? That was probably the last sort of underdog story of the Rumble. Batista, when he won it, was quite an underdog at the time in terms of where his positioning was on the card. Yeah, it's a tough one, really. It's a tough one. I'd love to see The Rock come back, yeah. The Rock coming back would be good. I like that, Stuart Hall. I like that. The Fiend and Alexa Bliss winning both. That would set up some stories. That could really lead into WrestleMania quite nice. And that will also back up what my theory is, that Randy Orton and Edge are going in at 1 and 2, so that they can sort of come away from The Fiend and get their program set up so they can have a match at WrestleMania. I like that. That's a way of getting The Fiend and Orton separated without having to go too far down that road. Oh, Batista's win was hated. When he won it the second time, when he came back and won it. I also like the Shattered Dreams Gold Dust thing. That was just trolling at its best, weren't it? Trolling. So, I think we've narrowed it down to about 4 or 5 people in terms of what we think. I think J-Pat makes a good point about the crowds not being there. But I think with the crowds not being there, I think that actually is going to make it more. I think we're going to see more returns because there's no crowd there and everyone's at home for the entertainment. And I think this is where they need to pull it out the bag. They need more things for the people sat at home, for the broadcasting, more people signing up to the network, broadcasters wanting to broadcast the shows. They need to make the product right now as big as it can be. The Royal Rumble leading into WrestleMania will do that. They're not selling tickets in arenas. They need to sell the WWE network. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some big stuff, some big returns. They've spoke about potential legend returns at WrestleMania. With in what capacity they're going to be, I don't know, but like Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, there was a big list of names that was banded around. Austin's fit to go, you know. Could Austin come in and do a little bit? Potentially setting up a little bit at Mania? Or I'm probably wishful thinking here, aren't I? But they've got to pull everything out. That's the main thing. I like that. Good stat there by Rob L2248 says there are 9 places left in the men's rumble. Some of them are going to go to NXT, we know that. Some of them are going to go to NXT stars, Adam Cole, sort of, you know, those sort of high-end NXT stars. Like, they're definitely going to take a few, like 4 or 5 spaces. But I think some of the shock surprises and those returns definitely are going to be people that are probably going to stick around till WrestleMania. Because they've got to sell this network. That's how they're going to make money at the moment. They cannot sell into an arena. You can't put bums on seats. So what you've got to do is got to make people click on, make people watch, make people want to watch. The only way to do that is big stuff. So we'll see exactly what comes out with that. Here's another. Is Goldberg taking the belt? Give us a yes or no. Give us a yes or a no in the chat box. Is Goldberg taking the belt? Yeah, I've watched wrestling all my life. All my life I've watched wrestling. Sometimes a bit on and off, but I can certainly hold my own in any wrestling chat. Lee to return, yep, like that. That's looking likely. Possible Trish Stratus as well. I'm liking the amount of people that are saying no, Goldberg does not take the belt. But we know what happens on these things. Goldberg comes out, hits a couple of spears, wins in 5 minutes, and we all sit there going, what are you doing? And then they've got a commercial giant leading into WrestleMania. And what I've just said, they need to sell tickets online right now. Ugh. I hope not. I hope not. I really hope Goldberg doesn't take it. But I can see it happening. Why would Goldberg come back and lose this match? Why would he agree to come back and lose the match? Unless he's got a program. Unless he's got a plan where he takes the belt and then he gives it back at Mania, and he does this program where he's running at this period of time where they can get him into the press and they can go, look, we got Goldberg, yay! Goldberg's going into WrestleMania, possibly his last ever match. He's going to retire after this. Look at the storylines, going in as champion, way. And he takes the belt tonight. I can see it happening. Can see it happening. John Cena. I spoke him about earlier on in the returns. What do you think, guys? John Cena. Does he return tonight? Do we see John Cena? He's not got a lot of stuff going on with the movies at the moment. Again, give me a yes or give me a no. What do we think? John Cena tonight? No, stop it. No, yeah, no. I think you don't want me to say it because the more I say it, the more it actually sounds real that it's going to happen. No to Cena. Wouldn't be a right opponent for him. You say that, yeah, I see that. You've got a point there. Outfits, no Cena. Okay. How do, Gunley? How do? No to Cena, unlikely. Okay. The Cena one's going there. We're not overly sure on that. Okay, fantasy time. We've gone through the rumours, we've gone through what we think, we've gone through what we hope, we've gone through the returns we want, like we think we're going to see. Fantasy world. You've got to pick people who potentially could do it. You know, they've got to be physically active, they've got to be living, it's got to be a realistic thing. 3 people. 3 people. Who would you like to see return tonight? Three people. I'm going to go Wade Barrett, Christian, to get in some form of interaction with Edge, and Christian, Wade Barrett. And I know that it's probably not possible because of the contract, but I'm going to go with Chris Jericho. Or The Rock. We'll go with The Rock, actually. It's more liable to be The Rock. We'll go with The Rock. Yeah, I like that. We'll go with The Rock. Aleister Black returns. CM Punk. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Conor McGregor. I would love that. I think he'd be great in WWE. Rock Foley, Bubba Ray. I'd like to see Bubba Ray have a singles run in WWE. I was watching a podcast the other day about Bully Ray and how he's couldn't do the Bully Ray gimmick. I'm guessing that Shawn means Shawn Michaels. CM Punk, RVD, Wade Barrett. Loads of people wanting Wade Barrett. Yeah, good. I think it's been long enough now that Wade Barrett is actually Kane, Shawn Michaels, The Rock. Batista's retired now. I get that with fantasy booking, yeah, so possible. But Ronda, CM Punk, Rob Van Dam. A lot of people want to see Rob Van Dam. The Rob Van Dam, every time I've seen him recently, especially in Impact, he seems to be a tribute show to himself. He's not really doing anything. He's just sort of coming out and tribute showing himself, doing, oh, look, I'm just going to go through my signature moves one by one. And that's pretty much it. So I'm not doing a watch-along tonight, no. There's been lots of people ask about the wrestling side of things. So that's why I thought I'd just pop on and we'll have a bit of a chat. Because we're always hijacking the darts chat with the wrestling stuff, so I thought we'll just have a little bit of a moment just to have a little chat through. If anyone is in here new to the channel, hasn't subscribed yet, do hit the subscribe button, join the Edgar Nation. Be nice to have you on board. Kozlov looks different. There's a few. What's the other one? Adam Rose. Adam Rose is a beast now. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, you know what? I used to think that as well, that Cena would take the record. But I believe that Cena said he didn't want to take Ric Flair's record. He didn't want to take it. So I think if he wanted to, I think he could take it. I think he could take that record. I wondered what that was then. It's just Snuggie inside out. Looks like a snowman. Oh, the Miz cashing in the Money in the Bank. Great question there, James Borden. Does anyone see the Miz cashing in? Imagine if Goldberg won the belt and then the Miz took it straight off him. I personally think the Miz is waiting until Mania Although then again, that Mania thing's been done now by Seth Rollins, who is also fully fit, could return tonight. Questions. This is why I think this Royal Rumble's so exciting. Because actually, we've got all these different ideas and all these different suggestions. And nothing's nailed on. Normally, when the Royal Rumble comes round, you go, oh, it's going to be this person winning, it's going to be that person winning, they're going to do well, they're going to do well. There's all these different things and all these different ideas and all these different, like, certainties. But we haven't got that this year. We haven't got it. Makes me want to stay up and watch it. I was going to, because I'm teaching at the moment, I was going to watch it tomorrow when I got back in. But just sitting having this conversation now, thinking about the possibilities, chatting it through, seeing the names come up in the chat box for who people want to see come back, and then thinking that legitimately could happen. I would love to see that. I'd like to see that, Owen. Triple H. Who recently called Triple H? Oh, it was Randy Orton, weren't it? Randy Orton called out Triple H for WrestleMania. So, if my theory of Edge and Randy Orton going that way, then that won't be Triple H coming into there. So Triple H is just not really needed in that. The Edge and Orton thing also ties in with the Legend Killer gimmick that he's doing at the moment. So... Mark's took a holiday for tomorrow, yeah. If WrestleMania is on, we're going, aren't we?
So I'm told.
Let's try that again. If WrestleMania's on, darling, we're going this year, aren't we?
So I'm told.
She's excited, really. You're really excited, aren't you, darling?
Oh, 100%. Can you not tell by my voice? I'm holding back the excitement.
We're going to WrestleMania if it's on. We're doing it. I'd love to go to the Royal Rumble, actually, but I'd like to do both. I think I'd like to do the whole season. Royal Rumble, come back for a few months, go back over, WrestleMania, Hall of Fame, the whole shebang. 25,000 fans this year. So it's happening. I mean, Florida is... We spoke to Danny Baggish yesterday, and he was saying a lot of it was on. Apparently 25,000 fans are going. We could be one of them 25,000 fans.
Well, not if we can't get out of the country, darling.
Yeah, but this won't be till later on. This will be a couple of months away.
Well, we'll see. Don't we?
There's a couple of people in the chat here talking. There was like Jodie, a couple of laughy faces. Mark's willing to take your place.
Mm-hmm.
Be good though, wouldn't it? Be nice. You've always wanted to. We haven't been abroad together, other than to Germany, and you keep saying you like going abroad.
Yeah, but when we're going abroad, we're doing it because of the wrestling, not anything else.
Yeah, but what else would you want to go abroad for?
I go to New York.
Yeah, we'll do that when we're there.
I've been wanting to go to New York for years.
Yeah, we'll do that after that. It's only a 25-hour drive.
But you don't want to do that. You're not into that.
No, I'll get on a plane. You get on a plane. It's only a 2.5-hour plane journey. I've already looked into it, darling.
Yes, indeed.
Your issue is you want to go somewhere and go, oh, I want to go somewhere hot so I can lay down and do nothing.
No, I haven't said that.
Yeah, but that's what you want to do.
No, I haven't. I just want to go somewhere where I can do and see things, not just...
Yeah, but you want to see boring things.
No, you don't.
Anyway, we're hijacking the stream here with a debate about holidays and going places and things. We're meant to be talking about the Royal Rumble. Jodie, who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble?
I haven't got a clue. Who's in it?
Well, there's 30 people. I can't go through the whole list.
Well, just name some.
Well, just pick a wrestler who's going to win the Royal Rumble.
I don't know, because I don't know who's in it.
You know. Well, when they asked who's my favourite female wrestler, you seemed to pull one name out the air then, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I know, because I know you.
So, who's going to win the Royal Rumble, darling?
I don't know.
Who's going to win the Ladies Royal Rumble then?
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I think Alexa Bliss. A lot of people do. She's second favourite.
Yeah.
Oh, shower cam.
Or there's the other one, isn't there? Ronda Rousey.
She's not in it at the moment, but she might be. There we go. I was on shower cam for a minute then. Super Bowl in Tampa has 22,000 fans. Nice. Danny Baggish lives there, and he was on the show yesterday, and he was speaking about that, about how life's quite normal over there, wasn't he, at the moment? So, not surprised. Sting is in AEW at the moment, Ash, so he can't.
What about?
He won't be in that.
Seth.
Seth what? Even Dozen named like
Rawlings.
24 wrestlers in 30 seconds.
I'm just trying to think.
Surely you can name some wrestlers.
Yeah, I can, but not probably ones that are in the show. They might be getting on by now.
Yeah, I agree with Wayne Walsh there. That'd be good. That'd be good.
Warren Walsh.
That's what I said. Warren Walsh. She's on one tonight, isn't she? She's on
Well,
one.
we know what you like with names.
Anyway, guys, I don't want to leave this going for too long. Just thought I'd pop on and quickly have a bit of a chat with you guys on the night of the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, WrestleMania, I'll do a watch-along for that. I'll do a proper watch-along for WrestleMania. And we'll have a chat when WrestleMania gets a bit closer. We might be doing another little wrestling update and wrestling chat as we get a little bit closer. It's going to be a good night. But first of all, I've got to go get this Jack Grealish card on FIFA. I'm 3 goals away. I'm 3 goals in 3 separate matches away from getting Jack Grealish. So hopefully he's going to be signing to Edgar TV FC. Guys, if you like this wrestling chat, hit the thumbs up on it. It's not something I've done before, so let me know if you want to keep coming on. We'll chat some wrestling in the future. We might even send it over to Edgar's Playground and do it over there. Bit of a wrestling chat over there. If you are in here and you're new, guys, do hit the subscribe button. It'd be nice to have you on board here on the Edgar Nation. And I'll catch you soon, guys, for some more Edgar TV. New video landing literally tomorrow night. Or Tuesday night. Is it Tuesday night? Might be Tuesday night. Because I think I'm watching the Rumble. So, yeah. And just one last question there. The Edgar Mania shirt is no longer on sale. It was a limited edition and they've all sold out. So there's no more Edgar Mania shirts available. But hey, this guy knows his wrestling, don't he? He was pulling the topics out. He's pulling it out. You're saying things. He's just whipping it out. It is 2 things I understand in this world. It's wrestling and darts. And butts. I'm good at that as well, aren't I? Especially if you're on Jodie's stream earlier on today. Cheers, guys. We'll catch you soon.